Hey everyone, it's Rebecca from DevourDinner.com and welcome to my kitchen. Hello you guys and happy Sunday. I'm super excited to be here with you today on this really nice Sunday afternoon, and I'm excited that you guys are here to come and say hello as well. So as we're waiting for people to get on, I'm going to go ahead and drop some links in my chat box here for you guys so that you know what recipes we're working on today as we're waiting for people to come on. And I see a couple of you out there and I'm super excited to say hello. Tim, hello, you're our first one here commenting. Welcome, Tim, it's good to see you again. All right, I've dropped both of those links that we're going to work on today. They're super simple recipes, and I chose these, well, for a couple of reasons. I'm just going to chat for a minute until I get the thumbs up from a few people to make sure we've got some other groups welcomed in. Now, you know, last week, if you were with me, we had a lot of buffering problems. That was Facebook, you guys. Right now, the internet as a whole is taking its toll with everybody on social isolation and home, and it's bogging things down, and that's where we're seeing that. I eventually got cut out and knocked out right at the end of the live as well. So I hope today we don't have that, keeping our fingers crossed, but it looks like we've got lots of fun people here. Megan, hello, welcome Megan. Peggy, welcome back. Gail, hello from the Instapot 101 family. We're grateful that you're here. We're grateful for Gail's help. Ginger, Amy, Sally, Jamie, Catherine, welcome, welcome. All right, you guys, we're going to get started, and we're going to let the rest of you come in. But I do want to touch base because today I'm a little sad, but it's okay. I'm going to recover. I was supposed to be on a vacation right now. In fact, I had planned to do my live today from Cabo, Mexico. I was supposed to be on a cruise, and I would have been in Cabo today, and I had plans to go live from Cabo and do something fun. But obviously, with the circumstances, I'm not. In fact, I woke up this morning to a little bit of snow, so that was a little sad for me, instead of enjoying the warmth and the sunshine of Mexico. But I'm still grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for each of you that takes the time to come and say hi. This is a fun hour for me that I just love. I love hearing from you guys and what you're doing and how you're doing. And I do pray that everybody's safe and well and healthy and making some smart decisions. But with all that said, I know a lot of my friends out there, which is you guys, have reached out and said, what do I do with my kids? My kids are home. What do I do for lunches? How do I do this? How do I do that? And I want to help. I want to ease that pressure point for you. And so today I chose a recipe that my picky eater really likes. So he likes good old-fashioned ramen noodles. Now, we can make ramen noodles, and you guys know you open it up and there's the little seasoning packet and the dried noodles and stuff, and they're only so good. So today we're going to dress them up. My picky eater actually really likes these. He's learned how to make these on his own. He alters them and changes it to how he likes. Now, granted, my picky eater's 15, so I wouldn't recommend this with younger kids, but it's super fun. And it's just a great, easy recipe that you can whip out in literally minutes. So let's dive in. Oh my gosh, we have so many. Okay, hello Dee, hello Casey, Jennifer, Lisa, Dundee. She says, hello, it's Diane from New Jersey. Hello, Diane. Marilyn, there's so many of you. Thank you once again for being here. All of you that are watching right now, we've got almost 200 of you. Please give this video a thumbs up. Give it a heart right now. That so helps me. It lets Facebook know that this is great content and to share it with more people. And for all of you who take the time to press the share button and share it, whether it's on your own page or inside of other groups, thank you. It means a lot to me. It helps me. This is a way that I help support my family. And every time you click on one of my recipes and go to my site, I earn a fraction of a penny, a small fraction of a penny. But that's how bloggers make their money. So I appreciate all the thumbs up that you guys have just given me right now. If you're just joining in, give the video a thumbs up. I appreciate it. But let's start. So our first one is going to be a ramen pad thai recipe. So for this recipe, we're going to take about 1.75 cups of water. You guys will notice I do have my picture-in-picture on right now so you can see down into the pot. And that is in the lower left-hand corner. I'll make that big here in a minute. We're also going to add into it 1/4 cup of teriyaki sauce. We're going to add a little bit of oil. You can use olive oil, vegetable oil, some garlic, some peanut butter. So it's about 1 tablespoon to 1.5 tablespoons of peanut butter. A little bit of hot sauce. If you guys like a little bit of spice to it, you can add just a little bit of hot sauce to that as well. And then the recipe calls for some fish sauce. Now, I know a lot of you have made comments that, oh, you don't like fish sauce, you don't like the way it smells, you know, do I have to use it? The answer is no, you don't have to use it. I don't like the way it smells either because let me tell you, it stinks. But it does add a really nice flavor into the recipe, which I do like. So I'm just going to add just a little bit. And we're talking just a little bit. There we go. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take our noodles and I'm going to push it down in. So our peanut butter I've kind of tried to break up. I don't want to smush it to the bottom. It's not going to totally break up, and that's okay. And you won't be able to get it all the way in, but that's fine. So I'm going to take my ramen noodles. We're going to use 2 packages. So I'm going to put one in, and the other one I'm going to break in half so that I get 2 pieces like this, and I'm going to add it in. Ultimately, what I want to do is make sure those noodles are all down in the bottom, okay? Because the noodles, we want to absorb up all of the liquid and the juices. We're then going to put on top some vegetables. So today I have some matchstick carrots, and I went to my freezer and I pulled out the packages of frozen vegetables that I have. So I have a little bit of broccoli, frozen broccoli. I have a little bit of green bean. I have some bell peppers, some sugar snap peas, just a variety. And we're going to just add those into the top. All right, I'm going to go big on the drop down so you guys can see a little more. That's what it looks like. Super easy to do. And we're going to add our lid. And we're going to close it. Remember, you're going to close the pressure valve into the closed and locked position so that it can pressure up. Now, both of these recipes cook with 0 minutes. And I know that sounds like super crazy, honestly, super, super crazy, but it really takes 0 minutes. And that's why it's such a great lunch option, because you can really whip this up relatively quickly. So in order to set our pressure cooker, we're going to hit pressure cook, and we're going to change the plus and minus button till we reach 0, okay? You guys won't be able to see that from there. So use your minus key until you get to 0. And I know that sounds crazy, but let me explain what's going on. First off, it just beeped, and now it reads on, which tells us that the pressure cooker has accepted the readings, and it's going to start the process, the cooking process. So what will happen is the liquid that we put in the bottom is going to start heating up and create steam, and it'll pressure up and close the pressure valve here in the back. Then it'll take just a bit, and it'll beep at us again saying, okay, it's ready, it's done, and we'll be able to quick release the pressure, open the lid, give it a stir, and we'll be ready to enjoy and eat this ramen. It's as quick as it is. So why do we do 0 minutes? Does it really cook? Well, if you think about it, all of the time that it's coming up to pressure, it's starting to heat that liquid, and it's cooking the noodles. The steam that's being created in there are steaming those vegetables because those vegetables are lifted up out of our liquid. So everything will cook in that 0 minute time frame and be just perfect. That's as easy as it is. So I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. And let's get our second one started. Then I'm going to come back to some questions. So for our second one, we're going to do another very simple recipe. And this one, again, you can put 1 3/4 to 2 cups of water. Because remember, we always need that thin liquid. And then we're going to be using 1/4 cup of soy sauce, as well as a teaspoon of garlic. You know what? Let's get you guys our top down again. There we go. Teaspoon of garlic. And we're going to add in some sesame oil. And that's all it takes. Again, we're going to take 2 packages of ramen. We're going to set one in there. I'm going to stir this up. One flat, and the other one I'm just going to break in half and just set it down in. And then we're going to get this one started. So we'll get our lid. Remember to close your pressure valve in the back. And again, we're going to press pressure cook. Use the plus and minus keys to get down to 0 minutes. And we're going to let that one do its magic as well. So it'll take just a minute for it to recognize that we've put in a setting and it beeps at us. And now it's ready to go. Now, with both of these recipes, the fun thing is now we can add in things. If you have some shrimp, some frozen shrimp, you can throw in your shrimp to cook with this. Your shrimp will cook in that 0 minutes without a problem. I have some leftover chicken breast that I have right here that I'm going to throw into these as well to kind of beef up these recipes a little bit. Give it some more oomph with some protein, which is kind of fun and easy to do. And if you guys don't have leftover chicken or rotisserie chicken, let me drop my link for, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to drop my link for how I cook chicken breast in the pressure cooker or the Instapot. Super simple process. You can do this from frozen. You can throw your chicken breast in there and just make some chicken breast that you could slice up or you could shred, and then you can add into so many recipes. I'm always meal prepping and taking the time to have extra chicken on hand so I can throw in casseroles or enchiladas or tacos or just whatever because it's so easy. And I also freeze it so that I can just pull it out at a moment's notice. All right, I'm going to go and say hi to you guys. Get to some of these questions, because I love it. This is honestly, you guys have heard me say this over and over. I love connecting with you guys. I love seeing your comments on what you've tried. So many of you mentioned the following weeks that you tried the previous week's recipe and how it turned out. And I just love it. You guys, it makes me happy that you'll take some time out of your day and come and say hi. So thank you, thank you. All right, let's see here. Caitlin, hello. Eileen, hello, friend. How are you? Lori, Jolene, Heather, Lynn. Happy Sunday, Lynn. Watching from Canada. Cindy, Becky, Elaine, Lloyd, Amber, Janet, Brenda, Jill, Marilyn, Amber, Casey. Oh my gosh. Linda, Lisa, Rachel, Michelle, Amy, Sherry. I'm getting lots of thumbs ups going on. I love it, you guys. Diane, Brenda, you guys are great. Hello, Courtney. The boys are going to dig this. Yes, this is a recipe that kids love. Now, I got a comment today from somebody that floored me. It makes me a little sad. But all the ramen, I guess, has been bought up in a lot of stores. People were buying it by the caseload, among other ingredients. So I hope you're able to find ramen. I hope you have it in your pantry. I want to bring you recipes with ingredients around the house. I think one of these Sundays coming up, I might just do a live where I literally just pull some ingredients from the cupboard and show you how to make something random. Because I think it'll be fun. It'll give me a challenge live as well. And so I'm thinking about doing that. So chime in if you think that would be a good idea, if you'd like that, or if there's specific recipes that you guys would like to have as well. Gail says, like her page so you will get her weekly event announcement. That's true. If you like my page, Devour Dinner, here on Facebook, you'll get my weekly announcement. If you go over to my website, devourdinner.com, and you sign up for my newsletter, I send a newsletter out every Sunday morning letting you know what recipe I'm going to do, and it also lets you know what recipes I've done that week and posted live in case you've missed any of them. And I don't spam you with a bunch of stuff, just information that hopefully you're wanting. It'll help ease some of those pressure points that you're dealing with at home. So let's see. Peggy is saying, do you add the noodles after? Peggy, the noodles are already inside cooking. So those are all a part of both of these recipes right here. Courtney says she loves the flavor of sesame oil. I agree. Sesame oil does wonders in recipes. Joanne says hello from Spokane. Paulette from Pennsylvania. Candace says hello. Lots of fun stuff. You guys are awesome. Janet says, my 15-year-old son will love this. Well, Janet, my 15-year-old son adores this. In fact, he was thrilled to find out that this is what I was doing on the live today because he claimed dibs to these noodles. So it's a super easy recipe to just throw together. I know lunchtimes can be hard just with, we all struggle coming up with dinner recipes, right? And with our kids home from school and trying to homeschool and manage their education, with everything else that's going on, it's hard to come up with lunches, and the kids don't want just peanut butter and jelly day after day. So spice it up, make it a little bit different, make it fun. Okay, now both of these we're starting to see a little bit of the steam coming up in the back. It's not quite to the point of pressuring up, but it will be soon. Amy says, wish we had the other sauces you're using with the ramen. So Amy, the ingredients that I'm using on the ramen pad thai, I'm using peanut butter, 1.5 tablespoons, with a little bit of teriyaki sauce. If you don't have teriyaki sauce, you can use some soy sauce with a tablespoon of brown sugar to kind of substitute that sweetness. And then it uses garlic and some oil and a little bit of fish oil. And like I said, the fish oil could be left out of the ramen pad thai. That's not a problem. Okay, our MultiPot over here by Mealthy has now sealed. And if you guys are thinking, hey, wait, that was the second recipe we put in, why did it beat the pad thai? Does anybody know? Do you guys know why this one's sealed before this one? I'm going to let you guys try to see if you guys know. So, I don't see any comments yet. I know there's a delay. But the reason this one will take longer is because we added frozen vegetables. And the frozen vegetables are obviously cold. And when they're cold like that, it will take longer to pressure up. It also has more ingredients in the ramen pad thai than just the straight noodles. And so that's the difference. So our Instapot here just pressured up. Our Mealthy MultiPot is now beeping at us saying, all right, I'm done. I've done my 0 minutes and it's time to quick release the pressure. So to quick release the pressure for all of you, use a spoon, a ladle, something to tap the back so that you guys don't get your fingers in the way, right? I know this is a pressure point for you guys. So you'll see, all I do is I'm just going to open that up. And we just let the steam go straight up to the ceiling, which is a quick release. And it takes just a minute for that pressure to release, and then we'll be able to open the lid, and I'm going to show you right inside. Now you notice it started to spit just a little bit. That's just because of the starches inside. You can let that stop by closing it quickly, letting it calm down, and then opening it back up so that you don't get the spitting going on. And that's called a controlled release, a controlled pressure release, a controlled release, any number of ways. And it's almost done. Hey, Beth. Welcome, welcome. Beth, you probably missed it at the beginning, but I told him that I was going to be in Cabo today and was going to do my live in Cabo. I was actually going to be with my friends on a cruise out of the country, but that's now been postponed and we don't have those dates quite yet. Okay, we'll open this up and we're going to stir this up. I'm just going to use some tongs to kind of stir it because that's how I'm going to get it out. And I think you guys can see well enough in there. I'll just stir that up. And then we're just going to add it to a bowl. In the meantime, we have this pressure cooker right now that is ready to have the pressure released. So I'm just going to move this back a little bit away from the computer. And we're going to open this up and release the pressure on our ramen pad thai. Now for both the pad thai and our Asian noodles, I'm going to add just a little bit of chicken to it, just so that my family's got some protein in their afternoon meal today. So we're just going to split up this chicken a little bit. It's already pre-cooked. You could add shredded chicken. Like I said, you could even add shrimp. The shrimp will cook in the 0-minute time frame. You could certainly add tuna if that's what you'd like to do as well. And it'd be great. It really would. Megan says, Brian, we need to do this. Absolutely, Megan. Trish says it's blurry. Okay, Trish, let me tell you something. It's Facebook. Facebook is buffering videos right now. There's an abundance of people on the internet with everyone in social isolation. And so videos are having a problem on Facebook, and it's across the board. It's everyone. So just be patient. You can jump out and come back in. Sometimes that helps as well. Michelle says hello from West Virginia. Peggy says there's more in the other pot. That's right, Peggy. That's the reason why the first pot took longer to pressure up, is because there's more. So as soon as this pin drops, I'm going to go top down so you guys can see. We're going to open it up, and I'm going to stir it up really fast as well. We'll get that picture-in-picture going. I know you guys love it. So when you make this, there's not a lot of extra juices. If you like extra juices, add a little bit more water, okay? We like the noodle portion and not so much broth, and so that's how the recipe was designed. But if you like a little bit more of that broth, then feel free to add in the extra 1/4 cup or whatever of water so that you have some more of that broth. Okay, this pin now dropped. Let's go top down, and we're going to open it up so you guys can see. Now you remember you can place your lid right here on the side and it'll just hold it. And we're just going to stir this up. Doesn't that look good? It smells delicious, you guys. Like, it smells so good. Let me grab a couple of bowls. So if we want to add chicken, the best thing to do is literally just toss it in. Okay? We'll put some over here as well. And then, because the chicken is already cooked, my chicken today is hot. You would want to put it in initially and put the lid back on it so that it heats that chicken up. My chicken I just cooked, so it was already pretty warm. And let's go ahead and serve this up. Get those yummy vegetables. We're going to make this a full bowl today. Just so you guys can see it. And then we're going to get some of this as well. So they both have excellent flavor. Obviously, the ramen pad thai has a little bit stronger flavors, but they both have excellent flavors. With just the simple noodles, I do like to add a little bit of green onions to the top or chives, as well as some sesame as well. Let's move some of this out of the way. And we can add some sesame to the top. As well as some little bit of green, because that's kind of fun. You guys, and that's it. Can you believe it? Like, seriously, so quick, so easy, all the way around. I'm going to bring, oh, we're on top down. Here we go, you guys. What do you think? That's all it is. So quick, so easy. It's a fun, quick lunch, a Saturday afternoon meal. It's really even great for a dinner if you just add in some of the extras with the vegetables or some protein to feed your family on a budget. My college-age son calls this a gourmet struggle meal. If you guys know what struggle meals are, college students who are on a budget, who don't have a lot of extra money, this is a recipe that he likes as well because it's affordable for him, being at college and whatnot. And I say that, his college is actually doing online education right now. He's still away from home, so he's still living on his own and doing online school with all the precautions. So don't anyone misconfuse that. Anyways, all right, what questions do we have, you guys? Let's see. Peggy says, I'm definitely going to make these. We always have ramen at home. Gail, thanks again for adding those links. For those of you guys that are still here, please give this video a thumbs up. Give it a heart, like it. And if you share it, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Every time you share one of my videos or any of my content, it really does wonders. It does wonders for all bloggers. So wherever you are, if you've tried someone's recipe, post it. Post it into the groups, these Instapot groups that you guys all go to, and share that you liked a recipe and what you liked about it, because it really does help a small business. As you know, right now, small businesses are taking a huge hit with the economy. So anything that you guys can do to help small businesses goes a long, long way. And that's my public service announcement for the day. Eileen says, yum doesn't get any easier. You're right, Eileen. Linda says, could you add mushrooms? Linda, I love adding mushrooms, and I love adding, I know I've had people add asparagus, or water chestnuts are also really good. Just drain water chestnuts and throw them in as well. There's a lot of variety of ingredients you could add. You could add, some sliced fresh bell pepper if you like. Those will still have some crunch to it because you're only cooking for 0 minutes. I like the matchstick carrots because they're not totally soggy, but they give that extra little color and stuff as well. So it's just all around a great recipe. Carol Ann says chopsticks. Carol Ann, let me tell you, watch this. Right here, friend, I got chopsticks. Actually, my son, my teenager, he loves chopsticks. He has a whole set, and he eats a lot of his meals with chopsticks, and so we always have them handy. Myself, I'm not so good at it. Give me a fork. But it is fun to have chopsticks as well. So it's kind of fun. Someone is asking, let's see, Michelle is asking, would it be better to cook the veggies in one pot and the chicken in the other? So, Michelle, today I didn't cook any chicken in this demo. I had the chicken all cooked to begin with. You wouldn't want to cook chicken with vegetables because the chicken takes a lot longer, and vegetables don't need much time at all. Most vegetables will cook in 0 minutes or 1 minute. Fresh vegetables take a little bit longer than frozen vegetables, and that's because a frozen vegetable has been blanched and that cooking process has already been started, where a fresh vegetable hasn't had that yet. So I would not recommend cooking your vegetables with your chicken. I'd cook your chicken first, get that all prepared, and then throw in your vegetables or whatever else you're wanting to do, so that you have the perfect textures on all of your ingredients. You'll love it much better. Tina says snow in central Illinois. Tina, we had a little bit of snow. We had what I call a powdered sugar coating of snow, which just means a really light little powdered sugar dusting of snow this morning when we woke up. We've had a lot of sunshine today, and then the sun will go behind clouds, but it's still just been a really beautiful day here in eastern Idaho. I'm looking forward to some warmer days, some warmer weather, and more sunshine. We've had a long winter here. So I'm looking forward to that as we're moving forward with summertime coming, right? We got to have things to look forward to. I'm a firm believer of planning for things so you have things to look forward to and get excited about. All right, you guys. Kathy says my stomach is growling. I love it. Kind of crazy. All right, you guys, listen, I know this was a short live today. For those of you who are still here, there's over 100 of you. Please, if you haven't, give this video a thumbs up. It does mean a lot. Like the actual video. It helps Facebook know. But ultimately, I just want you to know I'm grateful for each of you who spend the time coming back week after week to come and say hi to me and be a part of this community. It really means a lot. It's because of you that I'm able to do this week after week, and I plan to continue doing this. I've been doing this now for over a year, and I plan to continue to do it because of each of you and the love and the support that you guys have given me in doing them. In fact, as the days come on, I will probably be adding in another live. It won't be Instapot related, with some other recipes of things that are done on the stovetop or some different ideas that we might start playing with as we're all on social isolation. So, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Remember to be kind to one another. There's a lot of stress going on, but most importantly, remember to be kind to yourself. It's hard out there, and we're all doing a lot. All of us moms have taken on a new responsibility, and dads too, with the education of our children and being socially isolated. And take a moment to video call a friend. Make sure you're messaging all of those extroverts out there who are struggling being socially isolated. I'm one of them. But it's super important to flatten the curve. I appreciate it more than you guys will ever know. I am one of those high-risk individuals, something most of you do not know about me. So I've been in isolation now for some time and will be for quite some time, so that I can stay healthy and strong. And I appreciate all of you who choose to isolate yourself to flatten that curve so that we can get on top of this, so that everyone can just be healthier sooner and longer. All right, you guys, with that, I'm going to go. But I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. Give your families a big old hug from me, some high fives, some big warm hugs. Thank you for being here. And we will see you guys next Sunday. Again, I'm Rebecca from DevourDinner.com, and we will see you later. Bye now.